Good morning, everyone. Okay, Yoke. Last day of Christmas vacation. So I won't be sitting here in the morning. With you sitting by me anyways. Where are you, Gene? Yeah, last day of vacation, you guys. Okay, put at least a 45-minute run in this morning. Kind of juggling a few errands, I guess. So that's what's on the menu today. 45 minutes down by the river again, while I can. And not so bad this morning, minus 15. But look at the forecast. You're looking at Tuesday coming up, and it's going to be plus 5 degrees. That's what I was mentioning. And then Friday, next Friday, 10 degrees Celsius. So that's what I was talking about in one of the earlier Marathon Build videos, where the temperature here, it doesn't stay cold for extended periods. Yeah, we have had the times when it's minus 20 or so for 2 straight weeks. But typically we'll get a few days of really cold, and then we get a Chinook wind that blows in, and then it gets warmer. It's just hard to get acclimatized to the cold or warm weather, but that's part of living in Calgary. All right, have some breakfast, and then I'll catch up with you in a bit. Off doing a solo one today. No dogs, kid, spouse, friends. We only have about 55 minutes or so before I gotta get back. So I'm gonna try to get a little bit of trail up through that area. That's on the south side of the river from Edworthy Park here in Calgary. Minus 13. Pretty close to shorts weather, everyone. Sometimes you just gotta stop and enjoy the beauty of nature. Hey, what I'm gonna do, got my warm-up in just over 10 minutes, and just so I can get back in time, I'm gonna do pardon me, repeats up through there, up around, loop back down, and just keep on doing that. Hill repeats, but it's going to be all walking uphill, which is one of my tips. Hiking, doing this off-road stuff is great for running because it builds all those other stabilizer muscles that you don't use if you're running just on the road. Your lower legs strengthen. I find it really helps with injury prevention, and running on the trails more forgiving. Unless, of course, you trip or fall. And I've done that a couple times. And it's just way better looking when you're up here on the trail. And even if I was in peak marathon shape right now, I don't know if this is runnable, just with the traction, and it's pretty darn steep. That's the Foothills Hospital here in Calgary, the new cancer center, and then the Children's Hospital. And way beyond that mound there, that whole thing is Nose Hill Park, which I've shown in a number of videos. And runs like this, you cannot just zone out and do a pace. You really have to be aware of your surroundings. Could have put the spikes on, but I wasn't sure if I was going to do this one. That's okay, just take my time. Okay, round 2. Here's a tip for today. As you can see, I have a different hat on. It's better to overdress always, that you can peel layers off, than not to have enough, or sorry, to not have enough clothing with you. You can always peel off layers, but if you don't have anything to put on, you can't just find magically layers to put on, unless, for those that know anything about the Barkley Marathons, John Kelly with his famous plastic bag in the Barkley Marathons. And I think he found the orange hunting hat as well. Okay, round 3. Here we go. Okay, I didn't think I'd have time for a 4th one, but I will. When you're doing hill repeats or intervals, usually the first couple are the toughest ones until you get into the rhythm of the effort. And this is not a hard effort, it's good building strength on the nice steep incline here. But it takes you a little bit to get into the rhythm. Okay, number 4 done. Time to head back down and mosey on over to the car. I'll check in with you in a few minutes here. There we go. Just about 6K. 52 minutes. I had to wait for that train for about 5 minutes, so I had to pick up the pace a bit on the way back. Thanks for following along, everyone, again. As always, appreciate the support. Consider hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already. This is all about, as coach's name, or the director sportive's name was Dave Brailsford, and he was, I guess you call it, coach in cycling for Brad Wiggins and Chris Froome, who won many Tour de France. And it was all about a series of marginal gains. That's what we're after. We're not looking for one performance, one big workout that's going to be all end all. It's just incremental improvements. Get outside, everyone.